Obsession. So I finally decided to watch this movie after a month of its release date, I'm pretty sure. You know, I've seen the entire internet, flip out about this movie, saying it's the best horror movie of the year, best movie ever, it's this, it's that. Every time when someone says that, I always have my second thoughts. They always say that with every movie, Undertone. I remember they hyped that movie up. That was kind of just mid. But I kept seeing people keep talking about this movie week after week after week. And, I decided, maybe it is that good. And I gotta say, holy shit, the internet was not wrong. This might be one of the best horror movies of this year right now. Because this shit is actually insane. I mean, obviously, I feel like everybody knows the plot of this movie. But, it's about a bear who wants to confess his feelings to his crush. And, instead of doing it, because he's a little pussy, he uses a one-witch willow. And then, Nikki goes completely berserk. And I gotta say, obviously everyone says this, but Indy did a fantastic job playing as Nikki, man. The facial expressions, her acting, everything that she did is just fucking top notch, man. I hope she wins like an Oscar, bro, low key. But also Michael playing Bear too, like he was really good at acting scared and everything. He really played the insecure bum character really well. Everyone in this movie though probably has a great future ahead of them. I also heard Curry Baker is gonna be making a remake for Texas Chainsaw. I'm excited for that too. Curry Baker, I'm investing everything in this guy. He knows what he's doing, man. Visually, this movie is fucking amazing. There's some great shots, but man, they really play well with the lighting and the shadows. Every single time Nikki's doing some weird shit, she's always someone in the shadows so you could barely see her face, and it's just so creepy, man. There's a one scene when Nikki's talking to Bear and you can see only the glint off her eyes and nothing else from her face. It's just so eerie. But Loki, I wanted to talk about how much of a bitch Bear is, bro. I hate this guy. There's nothing more annoying than watching Bear constantly not ask her out, despite the fact that Nikki kept getting him layups to do something and he doesn't say anything, which makes me upset though, because the internet is like saying some grass is green takes. I saw this one post, this chick was literally saying, did you guys notice that in the end Nikki was dressing up as Sarah with her hair and tattoos? In my head I'm like, are we dead ass? It's the most obvious fucking shit. What do you mean? Then I'm seeing this one theory too about people saying that Nikki was possessed by the cat. What? Where does this even come from? That theory makes no fucking sense at all. I don't even know how he didn't fucking realize it wasn't Nikki from the first moment when she started freaking out when they were making out in the beginning of the movie. Oh man, Bear just really makes me upset, especially when he wants to make the call and he says he wants to alter it. Oh my goodness gracious. But the real villain of this movie is fucking what's his fucking buddy's name? Ian? Ian is the most dick fucking guy, bro. Did you tell me this guy was sleeping with Nikki and he was trying to set up Bear, telling him to call her freaking Nikki and shit? Oh man. I forget now. But I think Ian was saying that Nikki said that she saw Bear as a little brother or whatever the fuck, right? And maybe that might be true. But it also could just be Ian trying to set up Bear to give up with her. Who the fuck knows? So at the start of the movie, we meet Bear and Ian. Ian is a fucking asshole, bro. Because we don't know this yet, but Ian was sleeping with Nikki. And Ian was trying to set up Bear to fail from the start, man. Telling Bear to call her freaking Nikki. Come on. And then we can see that, I keep seeing people on the internet saying that Bear truly doesn't love people because of how his grandma died, his cat died, and how he took care of Nikki. But to me, I feel like it's not that he doesn't love them, it's that he is terrible at taking care of things that he loves, because I don't know, because I see people saying that he placed the sleeping pills on purpose for the cat. There's also people saying that he was searching up the medicine, oxycodone, whatever the fuck the medicine was, to kill his grandmother, which I feel like Bear isn't that evil. I feel like that's kind of taking it too far, but who knows? Theories are theories. We go to the party, Bear meets Nikki and all that. I see some people say too here, at this point, it's obvious Nikki doesn't like him because she pays for his tab and is like, okay, I can see that, I guess. There was also this one clip I saw on the internet. The bartender in that scene was going around saying, hey, I'm the guy from Obsession, bro. You want to take a photo? I thought that was pretty funny. But once they leave the bar, Nikki takes Sarah's money to give it to the homeless person, and Bear has Google eyes for her, despite it being Sarah's money. I mean, if Nikki didn't pay her back, Nikki's an asshole. This is where Bear really irritates me, man. He has so many opportunities to just say what he wants to say and ask her out or confess his feelings, and this guy does not say a single fucking thing, despite Nikki giving him a lot of open layups. He's doing everything but asking her out, so he does the fucking one with Willow bullshit, and Nikki's standing outside the door without opening the door, which is weird to me because in the movie, right, Nikki comes to the car is talking to him like weird, like, right? But the movie made it a point that after a couple seconds, then she had like the weird sound effect, you know, like whoop, that like made it seem like she's shifted into freaky Nikki, which is strange because is that not Nikki at the doorway then? Because the movie made it a point to just do that. Despite when Nikki and Ian made their own wish, it automatically worked right away. But I don't know, maybe I'm remembering wrong. And, you know, I could give the benefit of the doubt to Bear that like he didn't understand what was going on when they're in the car, but when they got home and they're making out and she starts freaking out, at this point Bear should have like put 2 to 2 together, man, because clearly something's off. And, you know, I think there's like a montage scene at this point. You know, they're like a happy little couple. I'm gonna jump to the part when Bear's going to work and he sees the fucking front door taped up entirely. How is this guy? He knows, man. He knows. That's what makes you so upset. He's letting this shit slide, man. He's letting it slide. He doesn't give a shit. And then I wonder if the real Nikki cooked the cat, because she made the not me writing on the picture. But, you know, they go to the party and fucking Nikki starts freaking out when Bear has to kiss the person to the left. The black guy in the corner, I was doing the exact same fucking thing. I was like covering my face, like sitting back in my chair. Dude, that scene was so hard to watch, man. Oh my gosh. And then when she starts fucking smashing her face in with the vodka bottle or whatever, oh my god, that actually got me, bro. That was really disturbing to watch. I hate that kind of shit. And then this is the most unrealistic part of the movie, I feel like. Why did the hospital not take her in? I see people saying, oh, they can't take her in because she says no. But like, what if someone got shot by a gun and they say they don't want treatment, they're just gonna let them bleed out on the street? Like, come on. And then there's a scene with Nikki saying, the real Nikki, when freaking Nikki was asleep, she was telling him to kill her. She's like, Bear doesn't want to do it, bro. Bear's too much of a pussy. And he's like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with being with me? You're like, are you fucking... What are you doing, bro? Just fucking kill her. And then I think at this point, Sarah texts Bear to go meet up with her in her car, like at 2 in the morning. And Bear seriously thinks he can just get out of bed when the freaking Nikki's constantly just watching him sleep at night. Like, come on. But, you know, he goes to meet up with Sarah and then they start flirting. She's like, I was on your left, bro. She's giving him Google eyes and shit. Then fucking, I knew something was gonna happen because the way how the camera was set up, you could see the entire outside of the car. But man, it still fucking got me, man. It still jump scared me when fucking Nikki ran bashing her head in. At this point, I honestly thought Nikki was gonna have a gun at this point, so I was expecting Nikki to walk up and blow Sarah's head off. You know, I was not expecting her to beat her head in with a brick. That was yeah, that was something, alright. Fucking Bear, and then Bear's just sitting there. He doesn't say shit, man. This guy's literally just a submissive fuck. Man, Sarah did not deserve that shit, man. That's fucked up. I did like Sarah a lot, but Bear went to go get more One Wish Willows, and then got Ian to ask for and then was trying to convince Ian to make the wish to like to contradict his own. And, you know, he doesn't believe him, so he asked for $1 billion. Man, what a funny scene. But, you know, if that was me personally, my wish would have been like, I wish I would win at every single hand at blackjack, and I would have been set for life, just like that. At this point, he comes back. Nikki did a very disturbing, like, artistic statue position. I don't even know, like, artistic posing for Sarah's dead body. Man, that's fucked. That was a fucked up scene. And literally, Bear is a fucking pussy again. He's just gonna take the easy way out and try to kill himself. I know he couldn't even get it off in time, man. But Nikki got the One Wish Willow and wished him to be just like her. Which I see people saying, oh, Bear didn't love her because, you know, he got possessed too, like Nikki. But like, I don't think that's how the wish works, man. Clearly, Nikki probably wished the same wish, saying, I wish Bear loved me as much as I love him. But ultimately, Bear dies, and real Nikki comes back, and she is just scarred for the rest of her life, man. And I think the director said that she ultimately goes to prison. Man, what a fucked up life. But man, oh man, what a fantastic movie, though. I gotta give props to this movie. This movie's honestly, I gotta give this is a strong four stars. I think for me, it might be in the top 5 movies of this year so far. Definitely #1 horror movie, though. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. You know, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm gonna try to get back on schedule because I was out for a couple weeks on a trip. So hopefully I'm back on the grind. So I'll see you guys at the next movie.